Welcome to Access a Trader, the #1 community for those who are committed to taking control of their trading in order to achieve success, profitability, and longevity. Thank you for joining us. Here's Dan Shapiro to help you find your edge, master your process, and own your future.
Hey guys, good evening everybody. Welcome to another edition of the AccessATrader.com nightly wrap-up show. Hope everybody is doing well. Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a great weekend. And hopefully everybody's happy, healthy, and getting a good amount of vitamin D. Again, health is everything. If you could be so kind and take a moment out to support the channel, click a like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. So let's talk about it, right? So last week we had a pretty massive 6.7% rally in the NASDAQ 100. If you watched the weekend update, I said, listen, there's absolutely chance that we have a rest day. Again, if you are a marathon runner, okay, and you just jogged, ran 26 miles, yeah, of course you can do it. Of course you can do it again, but you're going to be tired. And that's kind of what we happened today. If you look at the scoreboard today, you're not going to see how well the bulls reacted today. But the NASDAQ was down 16 points today. Why is that important? Because it was down 16 points after only being, after being up 6.7%. Again, that's a healthy inside day. That's a healthy distribution. That's a healthy rest. Again, it's like, marathon runner, pulling aside, getting a cup of water, refreshing, right? Recharging. That's exactly what happened today. Again, the bulls had every opportunity to pull back today. If you look at the indexes, especially the NASDAQ 100, we'll use that as a proxy. It did exactly what you wanted to do, okay? It put in a higher low, right? Put in a higher low, okay? You can see a higher low, and it put in a higher high. That's exactly what you want to see. Most stocks today rested, right? Most stocks rested. Majority either price improved a little bit or they rested. So let me give you a perfect example here. You have Tesla. Tesla had an absolutely obscene run on Friday, okay? And most of the day it was down 6-7 points. It ripped into the close. Again, that's a good thing. Amazon had a monster run last week, right? The stock went from 65 all the way up to 90. Down $1. Again, down $1. That's a big deal. Microsoft, right? Microsoft comes out with earnings on Thursday. Stock was down 69 cents. The stock went last week from 355 to the 390s. Folks, this is a beautiful thing. Meta today, right? Reports on Thursday. Price improved a little bit, right? Price improved, higher highs, higher lows. A massive buyer came in for the 565 weeklies, 4.6 million ahead of earnings. Does he know something? Is he guessing? Who the hell knows? But the point is, we are looking at a very healthy tape. PLTR continues to do what PLTR does, right? Continues to go higher ever since they reclaimed back the 50-day moving average. Has been on a stairway to heaven. 120s, 120 short expiration calls came in as well. And speaking of Tesla, guys, the stock was down pretty much 6-7 points all day today, kind of going through distribution, kind of going for a rest. They were continuing to buy literally on every dollar, every $2 down, 300 weeklies like they were going out of style. Again, they were buying this nearly 30 points out of the money. And you can see here in the last hour, and again, I hate these ticks on e-signal, but you can see in the last hour, stock went from 76 all the way up to 86. You had a $10 rally into the close. So the market is super duper healthy. Again, right? It's healthy. They are continuing to negate headlines. That's exactly what you want to see. The most important part, I think everybody has to understand this, and this is very important. Okay. Look, we are still below the 200-day moving average, and we are still below the 50-day moving average. Okay. Don't confuse a short-term intermediate type of environment versus the big picture. Okay. We still have, and I forgot already, let's see here. So we have April the 9th, right? They announced on April the 9th, a 90-day extension. So you have May, June, July, correct? Right? May, June, July. So you're talking about July, somewhere around July 9th, is going to be another tariff situation. So expect the last 2 weeks of June to start up the volatility, okay? The question is, can the bulls start reclaiming bullish levels going into that tariff, right? Going to that tariff yay or nay situation. And if they do start reclaiming levels, notably the 50-day moving average, is it going to matter, right? Because we remember we talked about last week, the market continues to kind of go white noise, right? The white noise in the background, tariff, but yet they're pushing it away. So these weeks, these days are very, very important to the bulls to kind of reclaim some footing. Obviously, reclaiming back the 50-day moving average above any close above 479 would be super, super bullish. But for now, we have to kind of take it day by day, day by day. The problem with today's session really wasn't a problem. But when you have an inside day and you have a res day for the indexes, the active trader is going to suffer, not financially, right? Because again, if you are a seasoned trader, you kind of know, you kind of expect this. We talked about this on the weekend video. We talked about this at Morning Strategy. Hey guys, there's a good chance the market's going to do absolutely nothing today, kind of grind down, drip down, kind of grind back up, absolutely nothing. That's exactly what the day did. So for example, I took 4 bounces on Tesla today, literally 4 bounces. 4 of them were pretty heavy, right? I broke even on 2 of them. I made some cash flow on the other 2, but it was a kind of very annoying day. If you're a brand new trader and you don't know the difference between a premium session like we had last Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, everything going out of its mind, versus a res day, yeah, you probably churned your account because, again, if somebody doesn't sit there and explain to you exactly what's happening, or more important, what's not happening, you're going to trade exactly the same way every single day. And that's one of the biggest problems new traders face. Nobody sits down with them and says, hey, by the way, this is a distribution day. Hey, by the way, this is setting up to be a premium day. Hey, by the way, this is setting up to be a contraction day. Hey, by the way, this is potentially could be an expansion day. And if you don't understand all this, you are trading exactly the same way. So if you found yourself putting on 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 12 trades today and you did absolutely nothing, yeah, this is called contraction. This is called a res day. What sucks for the active trader, the big picture is this is actually very, very good. And we got that run up into, back into the close, and we closed pretty much fractionally, right? Fractionally lower, which is super duper important. Tomorrow, you got some earnings out, NXPI after the close, got some Chinese news, some Chinese negative news. Stock is actually getting hit. But if you look at the other semiconductors, there's no sympathy selling, right? There's really no sympathy selling. On NVIDIA, there's a little bit of profit taken today, right? But NVIDIA, NXPI is down, what, 10, 11 bucks after the close? NVIDIA is flat, right? AMD, again, another semiconductor. It looks beautiful, just absolutely beautiful, just resting here. Nothing, right? It's nothing. The stock is down 15 cents a day. So the market continues to isolating organic flow, negating headlines, and the word tariff right now is starting to get slowly pushed to the side, like we saw last week. So pretty much, I'm watching the same stocks tomorrow that didn't confirm today. Let me give you guys literally my watch list for tomorrow. AMD, I'm watching it to confirm the 4-9 flag. NVIDIA, I'm watching it to confirm Friday's flag. Tesla, I'm watching it to confirm above today's channel, right? Today's above today's channel. This is literally the last supply zone. Whether it confirms tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, we don't know, okay? But if Tesla confirms this channel, right, all this supply in the next couple of days, I do think there's a shot they start just jagging this thing into the 300+ area. So I'm definitely watching that. Microsoft reports Thursday. I'm watching the top of the channel here on the 414 highs to reclaim back the 64-day moving average so we could wake up as well. So there's a lot of names. AMD, I think we just talked about as well. There's a lot of names that look really, really good that rested today. They got a really deserving rest today. And the most important part is, guys, always remember, especially for new traders, it's okay for stocks not to go up every single day. Okay, the last thing you want to do as a professional trader, turn around and go too far too fast, right? And if we would have just started jamming up again today, I probably would have been one of those people, but we didn't. And that's the point. We anticipated a slower day. We anticipated a potential res day, and that's exactly what we have. Will we resume tomorrow? To be determined. Will we resume on Wednesday? to be determined, but the point is now we are ready. We see the NASDAQ 100 has held back-to-back levels while reclaiming back the 34-day moving average on Thursday and Friday, which is building. That's a very, very important case. We'll see exactly what earnings do in the next couple of days. Tomorrow we got, let's see here. Tomorrow we got who? Tomorrow we got, who do we got tomorrow? Starbucks, PayPal, Bookings.com, nothing crazy. Wednesday, we got Microsoft and Meta, Qualcomm, Clock. That's going to be obviously the big two. And Thursday, we got MSTR, Amazon, Apple. That should, McDonald's, Lilly, MasterCard. There's some, definitely names in the S&P 500 that are going to report. But always remember, right? Always remember, it doesn't mean inside day doesn't mean we automatically resume tomorrow. Okay, we obviously have to watch the bottom channel just in case it snaps, because again, at the end of the day, we're still below the 50-day moving average. But I definitely want to continue to give the bulls the benefit of the doubt. Distribution is good. The longer we distribute, the longer we rest, the higher probability the next time through it will be very, very aggressive. And again, take Tesla as a case study, right? If you thought this channel was big, right? If you thought this channel was big that took down the 327 highs, well, what do you think is going to happen if this thing takes out the last supply zone, right? You have room all the way up to 314. So the key to the game right now, guys, is sit there, patience. You don't need to trade every single day, but I'm telling you, once you get that green light and you do understand which way the wind is blowing, that's when you start to really develop as a trader, because you are personally responsible for your own emotions and your ability to stand upright. Okay. The greatest gift you can give to yourself is putting yourself in a position that you see the train coming before it hits the tracks. Guys, God bless everybody. Have a great night. And with God's help, I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.